up to the sky. Keep your head up to the sky, baby. Keep your head up to the sky. We live. Keep your head up to the sky, baby. Keep your head up to the sky. We live. Keep your head up to the sky, baby. Peace, 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 y'all. We are live once again. Facebook, YouTube, what's good, what's good? We're going to be teaching today on the beauty of hip-hop. This is hip-hop education, y'all. I'm going to be reading to y'all the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace. I'm going to read the preface and the document copy, the first 9 principles, So hopefully y'all tuning in. I'm going to let y'all get on in here. Again, we are live on YouTube and live on Facebook. What's good with you? What's good with you? Keep your head up to the sky, y'all. We know it's tough times out there. It's busy times out there, but we got moves to make ourselves. So we want to make sure that we stay in tune with the realness. My realness, my gospel, my good news is hip-hop, straight up. Straight up. So I'm going to read the Declaration of Peace. This is the preface. It's written by many authors, all from different countries and nations and parts of hip-hop. Again, this is a part of the hip-hop educational series called What is Hip-Hop? And we're going to be answering those questions as you type them in, as you relate them to yourself, as you go back in your memory bank to remember what hip-hop is to you, for you, through you, and all that goodness. So we're going to jump right on into it. This is the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace. All right? The Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace was presented to the United Nations Organization on May 16, 2001. It was signatured by various organizations such as the Temple of Hip-Hop, Ribbons International, UNESCO, that's UNESCO, and also by 300 hip-hop activists, pioneers, and UN delegates. In the first place, this document recognizes hip-hop as an international culture of peace and prosperity. It is also a set of principles which advise all hip-hoppers on how to sustain the peaceful character of hip-hop culture and to form worldwide peace. Additionally, this declaration is meant to show hip-hop as a positive phenomenon, which has nothing in common with the negative image of hip-hop as something that corrupts young people and encourages them to break the law. KRS-One, Pop Master Fable, Africa Bambaataa, Ralph McDaniels, and Harry Allen were some of the people who had their share in creating this declaration. The Declaration of Peace document copy. This Declaration of Peace, this Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace guides hip-hop culture toward freedom from violence and establishes advice and protection for the existence and development of international hip-hop community. Through the principles of this Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace, we, hip-hop culture, establish a foundation of health, love, awareness, wealth, peace, and prosperity for ourselves, our children, and their children's children forever. For the clarification of hip-hop's meaning and purpose, or when the intention of hip-hop is questioned, or when disputes between parties arise concerning hip-hop, hip-hoppers shall have access to the advice of this document, the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace, as guidance, advice, and protection. And now we're going to get into the first to all of the principles. There's 18 principles in total, and we're going to go through the first 8. The first 8. Again, I just did another teaching online. You can find it on YouTube on the Truth Media Global page. I will also put that information right here, or if you're on YouTube, right there, right? So this is the first principle. Hip-hop, spelled capital H-I-P, lowercase H-O-P, is a term that describes our independent collective consciousness, ever growing. It is commonly expressed through such elements as breaking, MCing, graffiti art, DJing, beatboxing, street fashion, street language, street knowledge, and street entrepreneurialism. Wherever and whenever these and future elements and expressions of hip-hop culture manifest, this Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace shall advise the use and the interpretation of such elements, expressions, and lifestyles. Now I'm going to go through the second principle that's listed in the Declaration of Peace. You can pull it up online as well. If you want to have a copy, you can print it out and have it for yourself. The second principle is hip-hop, that's capital H-I-P, lowercase H-O-P. Hip-hop culture respects the dignity and sanctity of life without discrimination or prejudice. Hip-hoppers shall thoroughly consider the protection and the development of life, over and before the individual decision to destroy or seek to alter its natural development. The third principle, hip-hop culture, hip-hop spelled capital H-I-P, lowercase H-O-P. Culture respects the laws and agreements of its culture, its country, its institutions, and whomever it does business with. Hip-hop does not irresponsibly break laws and commitments. The fourth principle, hip-hop is a term, that's hip-hop uppercase H-I-P, lowercase H-O-P. Hip-hop is a term that describes our independent collective consciousness as a conscious way of life. We acknowledge our influence on society, especially on our children. We shall forever keep the rights and welfare of both in mind. Hip-hop culture encourages womanhood, manhood, sisterhood, brotherhood, childhood, and family. We are conscious not to bring any intentional disrespect that jeopardizes the dignity and reputation of our children, our elders, and our ancestors. The fifth principle, this is principle number 5, located once again in the Declaration of Peace, the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace. The ability to define, defend, and educate ourselves is encouraged, developed, preserved, protected, and promoted as a means toward peace and prosperity and toward the protection and the development of our self-worth through knowledge of purpose and the development of our natural and learned skills. Hip-hoppers are encouraged to always present their best work and ideas. Principle number 6, hip-hop, capital H-I-P, lowercase H-O-P. Culture honors no relationship, person, event, act, or otherwise wherein the preservation and further development of hip-hop culture's principle and elements are not considered or respected. Hip-hop culture does not participate in activities that clearly destroy or alter its ability to productively and peacefully exist. Hip-hoppers are encouraged to initiate and participate in fair trade and honesty in all negotiations and transactions. That's the 6th principle. Going on to number 7. The essence of hip-hop is beyond entertainment. This is the 7th principle, once again, located in the Declaration of Peace. The essence of hip-hop is beyond entertainment. The elements of hip-hop culture may be traded for money, honor, power, respect, food, shelter, information, and other resources. However, Hip-hop and its culture cannot be bought, nor is it for sale. It cannot be transferred or exchanged by or to anyone for any compensation at any time or at any place. Hip-hop is the priceless principle of our self-empowerment. Hip-hop is not a product. That's capital H-I-P, lowercase h-o-p. And we'll also get into further of those definitions as I just taught on the platform on YouTube. If you haven't found it, listen to it, go ahead and go over to the YouTube page. That's Truth Media Global. That's T-R-U-T-H-E Media Global. Find us, check us out, listen to those lectures on those pages. I have a number of them. A couple of them that are up and a number of them coming, and even more videos, a number of the videos that are up. This is the 8th principle. Companies, corporations, non- and not-for-profit organizations, as well as individuals and groups that are clearly benefiting from the use, interpretation, and or exploitation of the term hip-hop, again spelled capital H-I-P, lowercase h-o-p, i.e. hip-hop, capital H-I-P, capital H-O-P, and hip-hop, lowercase h-I-p, lowercase h-o-p. And the expressions and terminologies of hip-hop, that's spelled capital H-I-P, lowercase h-o-p, are encouraged to commission and or employ a full-time or part-time certified hip-hop cultural specialist to interpret and answer sensitive cultural questions regarding the principles and proper presentations of hip-hop's elements and cultures relative to business, individuals, organizations, communities, cities, as well as other countries. So I really appreciate your hey, I see the comments, I see you. Peace to my brothers and sisters. Peace to y'all who are tuning in over here on YouTube as well. I appreciate the opportunity and the platform to teach on this subject matter and teach of hip-hop culture and community, to continue to produce the art of the culture. So since I have you guys here, I'm definitely going to take this opportunity to explore a little further. Those are the first 8 principles. I'm going to come back and do the second 8 principles as well in another video, so that you can tune in and get doses and doses. Again, it is also located online. If you're wondering what is hip-hop, this is the What is Hip-Hop hip-hop educational series. We're going to go ahead and give you guys those definitions right here, right now. As I continue to just go through the book, I'm going to go ahead and show it to you once again. This is what it is. It's a hip-hop gospel, okay? Hip-hop gospel, and it's penned by our teacher, our brother, our mentor, our hip-hop elder, KRS-One, published in 2009 for those who are scholars, those who are in the culture and of the culture. This is our holy book, also called the Gospel of Hip-Hop. So I call it the good news, as we get so much other types of news in regarding hip-hop. So this is what it is. So I kind of want to go through a few of these definitions. The first definitions is the definition of hip-hop alone, and I'm gonna go through the text so that I can bring it to you straight, raw from the book itself, and you know, from the text of the book, from the hip-hop scriptures, if you will. Right, to bring you the accurate and adequate definitions. I will be going through the entire book. I will be going live to bring this information to you. So continue to follow, continue to just support and send shots out and let us know what's up. But again, this is the good news of hip hop, right? And we're also going to go through how that relates to Dr. King and how he called the whole movement forth. You like, how is Dr. King? Didn't it come out? Yeah, we're going to get into all of that. Just keep following. Once again, if you have not watched the other videos on YouTube, if you don't follow, go ahead and go over to YouTube. It's Truth Media Global. That is TRUTHE Media Global. And that is on the platform of YouTube as well as right here on Facebook. But the classes are done there. Also have classes on Thinkific. That's Think, THINKIFIC. That's Thinkific as a Hip Hop 101. And you are also tuned into the Hip Hop Educational Series, What is Hip Hop? So I'm going to go through these definitions. As we see, they are, as we can see that they, or as we have heard, I should say, as you've heard me say, that they are, they have different spellings and there's different definitions, and that is deliberate. Okay, so we're going to go to the definitions. If you have the book or want to get the book and someday might get it again, I'm going to hold it up once again so you guys can see what it looks like. You can order it through us, right, with a Hope for Hip Hop project, and I can send that to you. All of the proceeds, any money made off of that will go to build the school, as well as definitely not to me. It's going to the project, which is the Hope for Hip Hop project, as we just try to bring you hope through hip hop. All right, so we're going to go to a book called The First Overstanding, right? The First Overstanding. We're going to discuss real hip hop. It starts on page 58, so you can see it yourself. Okay, I'm not making up anything. This is real for real. Okay, it's called The First Overstanding, and we're going to look at the definitions of hip hop. Some of you guys are asking, well, there's more than one definition of hip hop? I'm gonna say absolutely, right? Absolutely. Okay, so in the book called The First Overstanding, we're gonna look at verses 26, 27, and 28, located on page 63. Okay, this is verses 26, 27, and 28. We have hip hop. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and start in 25 to give a little bit of context. And then I'll probably go all the way through to verse 30. So we'll just go ahead and start there. All right, so real hip hop is real life. And it is from the experiences of our real lives that our songs and dances, our graphic arts, and our language come from. This is why we teach that hip hop and rap music are not the same things. The rap is something we do, while hip hop is something we live. And the living of hip-hop is real. Hip-hop. Let us get more orientated by taking a look at the following terms closely. Hip-hop, spelled capital H-I-P, lowercase h-o-p, is the name of our creative force in the world. It is our lifestyle and our collective consciousness. Okay, so the collective consciousness is capital H-I-P, lowercase h-I-P. That's hip-hop. If you write it out, it kind of looks like hi-fop, right? But it's capital H-I-P, capital H-O-P, okay? Second definition of hip-hop is capital H-I-P, capital H-O-P. And it is the name of our culture and our artistic elements. So our culture and artistic elements is hip-hop, capital H-I-P, capital H-O-P. Hip-hop, also spelled lowercase h-I-p, lowercase h-o-p, or lowercase h-I-p dash lowercase h-o-p, no matter how you write it, right? That part is rap music. The rap music product and its mainstream activities, right? So hip-hop spelled with lower cases, with no capitals, is hip-hop. That's the rap music. That's what I call the popular side of hip-hop. That's what popularizes things, right? But a lot of people take the music to be everything that hip-hop is, or everything that it's supposed to be, or it's the music and it's this, you know. But according to this text and the hip-hop scriptures, it states that this form of hip-hop, spelled with lowercase letters, is rap music. It's a product. It's mainstream activities. It's what's being sold to you. What are you being sold? It might just be rap music and it may not be hip hop. Okay? There's a clear distinction in that. And this is what the text shows us in verse 25. in the chapter and in the book called The First Overstanding. Okay? With this original culture learning system, we reveal the more real nature of hip-hop beyond the average mainstream understanding of hip-hop. Here, we introduce a hip-hop spiritual code of conduct. That's capital H-I-P, capital H-O-P. That's the spiritual code of conduct capable of producing enhanced states of health, love, awareness, and wealth for those engaged in the mastery of hip-hop's real elements. This is the gospel, and this is what really works for hip-hoppers. So all you hip-hop heads out there, all you, back in the dayers and cats even up until today, this system, this spiritual system, this culture is created to unite cultures, to unite peoples of different creeds, different nationalities, and even different cultures, different religions, and so on and so forth, right? This is not exclusive. It's not an exclusive thing where you have to only be hip-hop to be whatever. There's Muslim hip-hoppers, there's Christian hip-hoppers, there's even non-religious hip-hoppers, right? There's hip-hoppers in the United States, there's hip-hoppers in the UK, there's the hip-hoppers in South America, Central America, and all over Latin America and the Caribbean. It's everywhere. It's in Africa, it's in Australia, New Zealand. Hip-hop, as far as the music genre, is the largest, I want to say, worldwide. And it is a force to be reckoned with. And so since we have such power, since we have such ability to change the world, I think it is our due time. It is our call to do so, for sure. It is definitely my ambition, right? That's why I'm building a school. And this ain't some fictitious school. This isn't something that I'm going to go online, yeah, I'm building this school, send this money in. No, I'm going to give you tangible stuff, right? I got shirts for sale. We got these hats for sale. We have the hip-hop book of knowledge I call for sale. These are tangible items you're going to receive so that we can build this institution. Now, we do want this school, this educational learning center, to be for all ages. As we just stated, hip-hop is a community, a culture, and can be a spiritual system for those who adopt it. For life's orders, right? So this is something that we can actually use as a positive thing. It was created for a positive thing. So why would we then revert and go back to negativity? Okay, and so again, being that this is a National Poetry Month here in the U.S., I decided for myself to say, you know what, I'm going to do more than just write a poem every day, more than just write a rhyme or a song every day. I want to do something different. I want to teach this modality, teach this these great teachings, because you can go on your feed right now and all you see is so much negativity. And I won't call any names out or any of the platforms or blogs, but all you see is, well, this one said this about that one, and what's up with homegirl, and this one pregnant by that one, and this one got divorced, and who cares about all that stuff? That is not doing anything to better our lives. It's not doing anything with the power of hip-hop that we have to change the world, y'all. So if we really want peace, this is a peace document. And I started out by reading from the Declaration of Peace, right? And I want to give a little bit, and I'm gonna read the rest again later at a later date. But this is called the Hip-Hop Declaration of Peace. Just so y'all know, let me put it a little closer so y'all can tell what it is. Okay, there's 18 principles, and anytime that hip-hop is brought into question, anytime we question hip-hop or want to know, like, hey, is that hip-hop or is that rap or what is that? And like most of this stuff is not of the culture at all. I can tell you that, just facts off the top. And you can go through and say, you know what, I teach my students, that's not hip-hop. You might like this artist or that artist. They may be great artists. They're just producing things of hip-hop culture. They're producing things that maybe of just the rap music genre, right? May not even be hip-hop. And so I just want us to know the difference between the two, right? And the difference between what hip-hop is and what rap is, because this is real stuff. Okay, and again, this document was presented to the United Nations, right? It was presented to the United Nations and recognized on May 16th, 2001, and that's coming up, right? And I believe that's just 30 days from today. If you look at the calendar, right? 30 days from today, it begins a hip hop appreciation month. All right, well, I call it month. Most people say week or period or era, whatever they call it. I'll call it a month to just recognize, right? We start on that day, May 16th, and we end on Tupac's birthday. At least that's when I ended, right? It covers Tupac's birthday, Malcolm X's birthday, Biggie Small's birthday is in there. There's a bunch of dates in there that it covers, and so the important thing to remember, recall, and to just continue to revisit is, why was hip hop created in the first place, right? It was created for peace, love, unity, and safely having fun, right? Africa Bambaataa even made a song about it. Like, this is for peace, love, unity, and to safely have fun by ourselves, for ourselves, in our own community. And if it is not perpetuating that message, if it is not giving off that type and that level of love and appreciation, not just tolerance, right? Not just, okay, yeah, I tolerate you, you over there, you in the room, you in the space, whatever. This is real for real. This is a real, true, worldwide community that is engaged. And if we don't take this opportunity right now by the balls, it could be lost. Because as the text as we just read in our last lecture, that we are under the law of grace at this point, right? We know that this medium was created by God for salvation from oppression and ignorance, right? To save us from being in the not knowing, right? To save us from being oppressed and to live in poverty, to be able to escape that, right? And in most of my lectures, I go further into that great detail as to why was hip hop created, what it was created for, why it's still here, and the opportunities to seize the opportunities that we do have here today, every single day in every country. So I want to connect hip hop to itself, right? Connect it back to itself. Whether you just like the music and you want to be of the culture, good, be it. Adopt the principles. Get the hip hop holy book. Like, just begin to really be engaged and involved in what your children listen to. If you don't have children, what your nieces and nephews, your little cousins, your neighbors, your students, your whoever is in your realm. Like, create these positive changes, this peace and prosperity movement that is right before us, and it's in abundance. It's ready for us to just grab it and really seize this opportunity to create change. So, and some people do it through a number of different things and modalities. I choose to do it through hip hop, and I choose to do it by adding a healing space in hip hop. So that's just what that is for me. So again, I'm here to connect hip hop to itself. That means to connect me to you, connect me to you, and you and you and you, right? To connect us to each other, like you to you, to you to you, right? And to connect to the real meaning and true reality of what hip hop is, right? Like, so if you have children and you know, they like somebody on the radio that you like, man, that's whack, that's garbage. Just have this conversation. Get the holy book. Just go through these things, and they're gonna begin to see like third eye type stuff, right? Like, I have students from 7 years old, 6 actually. I just got a new student, 6 years old on up, right? And me and my grandfather even used to have these conversations before he passed, rest his soul, right? Rest their souls, I should say. We used to have these conversations just about not only the civil rights movement and their time and their, you know, the way they expressed and the way that they did it, things, but, you know, they understood that I'm not, you know, of that era, and that I'm just a descendant thereof. So, you know, with my power, with my intentions, with my energy, I could do something great and awesome, even through something that is so young, right? I think they said hip hop's like 40 years old or 45 or something like that. And most hip hop heads are even younger than that, right? So this could really truly be a force that could be used to, you know, I don't want to say discipline your kids, because it's not about discipline like that, but disciplining them as far as giving them order and getting them in line, right? Like in terms of, you know, with their own true selves, because I believe that when children connect with themselves, they connect with the whole universe, right? They connect with everybody in it, right? They know who they are. So hip hop, especially knowledge, right? Because knowledge is not taught, knowledge is experienced. So no one can give knowledge. So with hip hop, they can experience the goodness of it. They can experience like, okay, I know that song, but for real, what they talking about, and then just kids just start breaking stuff down, right? And then they begin to understand that when it says, in the last days of others became the first days for us, right? In the end, the last days of others became the first days for us. They understand what that is because they know and realize that, wow, it may be the end for some people. Some people may think hip hop is dead, but not for me. I'm going to bring this positive message because if we don't have it, the world is doomed, right? Right? Kids are in danger of being shot just for being in class right now. Right? Somewhere right now. A student is in class right now. And I mean, there's not enough bodyguards. There's not enough police. There's not enough none of that you can put in a school to protect them from that level of poverty and ignorance, right? Like, where's the protection from that? Like, you got, all of these things, but where's the protection from that? And so I believe that this was created for that reason and purpose. It was brought forth. It was manifested for that reason and purpose so that we have something to go on, right? This says the first instrument. KRS was deliberate. He like, yo, I'm going to do the first one. Y'all do the other ones, okay? This book, he said, took him 13 years to write, and it came out in 2009, so almost 10 years, right? So I think it's important that we have this. Again, order it from us, order it online, Amazon. I mean, order wherever you order it, but get the book. For starters, if you don't have money, go print out the Declaration of Peace. It's everywhere online, everywhere. And also I did this video because some of y'all was like, what's hip hop? What's hip hop education? What is that? So I said, I'm going to do a series to teach this culture, right? And even there was recent, and we just read, I believe in the seventh principle, that we just read, there was an incident in a city that has gotten a lot of acclaim right now. My hometown, my birth city, Sacramento. And there was an issue with a yoga class. And they wanted to do rap yoga or hip-hop yoga using rap music. And they did not consult the culture first, as we just read. And I want to reiterate that the essence of hip-hop is beyond entertainment. The elements of hip-hop culture may be traded for money, honor, power, respect, food, shelter, information, and other resources. However, hip-hop and its culture cannot be bought, nor is it for sale. It cannot be transferred or exchanged by or to anyone for any compensation at any time or at any place. Hip-hop is the priceless principle of our self-empowerment. Hip-hop is not a product. That's hip-hop spelled H-I-P, right? H-O-P. That's not a product. H-O-P. Lowercase h-o-p, lowercase h-i-p, h-o-p is the product. So we just want to stay abreast to these things. And then the very next one in the eighth principle says companies, corporations, non and not-for-profit organizations, as well as individuals and groups that are clearly benefiting from the use, interpretation, and exploitation of the term hip-hop and the expressions and terminologies of hip-hop are encouraged to commission and employ a full-time or part-time certified hip-hop cultural specialist to interpret and answer sensitive cultural questions regarding the principles and proper presentations of hip-hop's elements and culture relative to businesses, individuals, organizations, communities, cities, as well as other countries. So either way it go, if you want to teach hip-hop, you got to go through the culture. If you want it in your class, you got to go through the culture. You can teach certain things and share what you know, but ultimately, you have to go through the culture. And I believe that this particular yoga, hip-hop yoga or rap yoga class had not consulted the culture first. And so that's just, you just can't do that. Like you have to make sure that you're teaching the right things and the right principles at the right times. Well, not even at the right times, but teaching the right things and principles and not just going based off you like a certain rap or a certain type of trap music or whatever it is, you know what I mean? So that's the point and purpose. But I'm out of here, y'all. Peace and blessings. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Once again, 30 days. We got a 30-day countdown going on, okay? And I'm doing a special where if you make a donation, I will come to your class, your home, your students, and teach hip-hop education as it pertains to the culture, as it pertains to the consciousness, and of course I will be using some of the products. So if you want to support, please do support us. Go online, find our you know what, I'm gonna put it all in the text here. Go and just support online. Give a donation, whatever it is. Just share a donation, $25, $20. You want us to come. If you say, man, my neighbors be tripping and they need some mentorship, hit me up. I'm gonna come kick some knowledge, chop it up with them. If we can't do it live, I could do it on Skype if you not in Cali. But I will be traveling over to the East Coast very soon. So if you need that, holler at me. If you're in the A, you want that, holler at me. If you're in Texas somewhere, holler at me. If you're in New Orleans somewhere, holler at me. If you're in Boston, New York, holla at me. If you're in Philly, what's up? Holla at me. You feel me? You in Baltimore, what's good? Holla at me. If you're in LA or the Bay, holla at me. Holla at me. So yeah, that was a little shameless plug. Hope for Hip Hop once again. Send you love, peace, positivity, and all those good things. I love this. I love this. I love this. I do private consultations and all of that stuff. And my final plug is that I started a business so that I can employ youth and younger age adults. I want to say anywhere from, what's the legal age to work? 16. So anywhere from like high school age on up to 24, 25 for more of the managerial type joints. But I just started a business. It is a house cleaning business. If you need your home cleaned, if you are in NorCal, SoCal, just all over Cali, hit us up. We would love to service you. Again, this is specifically to employ the youth and younger adults, younger age adults. If you know someone who is looking for some work, we will have to go through a process. But again, it's pretty much through 1099 status, just to get some things going and have some things going for the youth. I believe Los Angeles spends less than $100 on each youth. And I believe that's an annual thing. That's really, really sad. Don't quote me on the number, but it's somewhere like that. They spend only $100 on each youth per year, which is absolutely change. When you think about it, that's less than $10 a month. And there's a lot of youth. So we have a lot of homelessness and a lot of things going on. Again, but I just started a house cleaning business. And we will come, water your plants if you need us to. That's an extra fee. Cut your grass if you need us to. That's an extra fee. Help you clean out your closet. What do you need done? We're having this spring special. Just hit us up. Either way, again, I'm Miss Show King. I'm signing off. This is Hip Hop Ed. We're going to vibe out. Peace and be more, y'all. One love. Shout out to this instrumental called Let One Go. You find it on YouTube. Producer's name is Aiden. I don't know him, I just played it. This whole track, this whole playlist you can find on YouTube as well. It is on the channel of The Chilled Cow. And it is hip hop radio. Beats to relax to. So I'll listen to this to stay calm, to be cool, and everything like that. And that's that, y'all. Holla at me, y'all. Yup. If you have more questions, I'll answer as soon as I can. I'm gonna try to get all of these links in here as fast as I can so you guys can follow, subscribe, like, make a comment, all that good stuff. Y'all know how it goes. We in this real grind in real time. You feel me? You feel me? You ain't gotta get one. If you you ain't got it, get one. If you ain't got it, get one. If you ain't got it, get one. If you ain't got it, get one. I'm gonna just do a little exercise that we do in our class. For the love of hip hop, y'all. Let me see. Pick an easy one. Pick an easy one, and I'm gonna pick an easy one. I'll do age. Age. This is the end. Nah. I'll do ache. After rape. Angel food cake. Ass lake. Awake. Backache. Bake. Barley break. Beefcake. Bellyache. Beefcake. Black snake. We got Blake. We got break. We got break. We got cake. We got coffee break. Coffee cake. We got cornflake and a crate. I see you got a cupcake, a day break, devil's food cake, double take. And we got Drake, we got an earache, an earthquake. Man, that's fake. Man, you a flake, forsake, forspake, fruit cake, garter snake, grill cake. We got a hake, a handbrake, a handshake, a hard bake, a heartache, a heartbreak, a jailbreak. Jake, a Johnny cake, a lake. We make mandrake, milkshake, and milk snake. Mistake, moonquake, muck break, namesake, opaque. We got an outbreak, overtake, a pancake, and we partake. Piece of cake, quake, and rake, a rattlesnake. Robin wake and sake, a sea quake, a seed cake, and shake, and shield rake, shortcake, slake, snake, snowflake, spake, steak, stomach ache, and straight. We got sweet cake, take, in a toothache, undertake, unmake, upbreak, uptake, awake, wake and take. Water break, water snake, water crake, and wedding cake. Hey! Woo! I did all them words. I like the exercise, though. It kind of gives them a chance to build up, you know, their vocabulary and just learn new words, learn the meaning of them, and then learn all the rhyming words to the words that we say a lot. So, just a little exercise on the way out. But peace and blessings, y'all. One love. Appreciate y'all. And hip hop forever. We're gonna vibe out.